wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you up in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to the World Heavyweights live on Woodsports.com. I'm Easy. That's Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris and JB Smooth, rocking along on a Thursday. Make sure you guys hit the like button, 5-star review on all podcast platforms. We'll be joined at some point by two-time NBA champion, former first-round pick, and former Detroit Pistons, and former dog, if you will. Lindsey Hunter will be joining the show. I'm excited for that one because if you guys missed it last night, Detroit Pistons open up the season, 1-point loss against the reigning, defending Eastern Conference champions of the NBA. And God damn it, Spinning, they did all right.
They did all right. They held their own, man. It came down to a last shot. I didn't really love the last play call coming out of the timeout.
I didn't love that either.
But, they were trying to get Cade the ball. They made a good defensive play on a late double team to make him force up a shot that he might not have wanted to take. But they hung in there. They turned the ball over disgustingly a lot in the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, they cleaned that up, so it was good. Cade Cunningham balled. Stewart balled. Duran balled. So it was a lot of fun to watch.
The show started playing my phone. I apologize about that. Cade Cunningham, 30 burger, no free throws. Not a goddamn one.
Yeah, not a goddamn
30
one.
points and no free throws.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That's a Detroit way to do it. If I were to say myself, I mean, Chris, you had the fun stat too.
Yeah,
you had the actual number.
I'll say it.
If I say it.
Yeah, I have a stat I looked up because I was curious off of that. When Kool-Aid and I were discussing that after the game about Cade Cunningham, no free throws, we were looking at the box score. And so I did a little research, and this is the top half of it because it's like 20 people. And I know you guys love lists, so I'll just keep it to the top here. But most points in a game without a free throw. This is organized by points, but I organized it by field goal attempt. Hakeem had 40 with not a single free throw attempt, which is wild. And Cade Cunningham would have been like just below this list here as a top 10 performance of field goal attempts without a free throw. And you know who else, ironically enough, was on this list with the exact same amount of shots was Joe Dumars.
Yeah, Mark Aguirre was on there too.
Yeah, Mark Aguirre, but I believe that was Dallas Mark Aguirre, not Detroit Mark Aguirre.
Still counts
at the time, but it does. Yeah, Nonetheless, Pistons fans should be used to this with Cade Cunningham and not getting the whistle because 27 shot attempts with no free throws is just insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy, especially in today's day and age of the NBA. And he was getting hit. Like it's not like he was.
He doesn't shy away from contact.
Yeah, it's so. We'll see. Hopefully that changes in the next game, but.
That's what I loved about it too. Like you said, he didn't shy away from nothing. It was just like a 30 points, like a blowout or anything like that. It's 30 points and a 1-point loss against a good defensive team. By the way, he even spoke about the Detroit Pistons defense, and he played those superstar moments. Like when they need those big shots, it was Cade taking them, and it was Cade making them outside of the game-winning one.
Yeah,
he got the one block. I'm sorry, Bam had the one block on him too. But that's again,
that would have been a tough-ass shot to make.
It definitely was, and I mean, Bam's Bam as well. He's one of the better defensive players in the league.
100%. And that's what I said yesterday when we were talking about the preview. I think Cade alone can will a team to a top 15 offense, and that's what you saw because again, we'll get into starting lineup I'm sure at some point in this show, but it's not exactly an offensive unit. So it really does put all of the burden on Cade Cunningham to generate the offense for the team. And he did very well. And so I think that he will continue to get those. He will as time goes on get those superstar calls, quote unquote, when it comes to the whistle. I think that's something that is earned. And Cade Cunningham right now is, while we know he's a star, he's still proving to the rest of the league he's a star. And when he does, I think he'll start to get those calls. So I'm not really too worried about it. It's all part of the growth, the learning experience.
What else impressed me too, and when we get through it, we're gonna do grades again. Lindsey Hunter's joining the show. Maybe I'll pause a little bit on the Pistons stuff. There's a lot of stuff I do want to get into about them though. Super excited about. Yeah. I mean, we'll discuss Killian. I want to discuss that with Lindsey and Beef Stew. How about Wemby? What'd you make of his debut? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. He was getting a lot of time on the bench. They were only playing him in like small rotations. I didn't really like that. But, it was it was cool to see. He did a lot of things. He's making threes. He's making plays. He's being the freak of nature that he is. I thought he'd get more rebounds.
Yeah, I thought he had a lot more blocks too. I had a block prop on him.
He's like a 7'5" small forword. Like he's not going to be playing in the paint that much.
It was trippy to watch. It's trippy to watch how fluid he is at times because like it just doesn't make sense. Like I don't know. Like what? It's wild to watch. I guess
it's something. It's something you truly can't fathom. Like you just have to watch it, and when you're watching it, you just know you've never seen anything like it. And the one thing that stuck out to me in this, and it wasn't even a big play, but it was Kyrie very late in the game. I think the final 40 seconds, he was going for a 3 to ISO, and he literally went to the exact same spot where he hit it over Steph Curry in the NBA Finals and did a sidestep 3. But Wemby tried to block it, and you could tell Kyrie changed the whole arc of his shot just to get it over Wemby's reach.
Absolutely.
And that's where his biggest impact is going to be, is his ability to close out on switches on guards on the three-point line is going to be insane. It's going to be like that. Like Kyrie missed that shot, and that's not going to be a play you talk about because Wemby didn't get the block. But if you're really watching, like that's what's going to be the stick out, is when he's on Curry, when he's on Kyrie, when he's on these elite guards, and he's so long and lanky, can jump, like you have to change the whole trajectory of your shot just to get it over him, and oftentimes it's going to result in a miss. So he's going to be a beast, man. He's incredible.
Super. I mean, this sounds crazy after the White House stories yesterday too. But I was watching a video of him like just doing splits and shit, just casually. I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah, very
nimble.
Yeah, very flexible for his size. So
he
the guy's
like
a freak of
Gumby out
nature
there.
for a reason, man. It's going to be fun to watch him this season.
Luka MVP.
Could be.
I know we had conversations with a former vet of the station. You think so? Or I mean, it's only one game, but I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it too. I mean, the guy has all the tools, and we know he's going to be getting a lot of the usage. That's what he does. So he very well could be. He's definitely a front runner.
Do you think he and Kyrie will have like a better season this year after like having a summer together?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think so. They got some pieces around him now. Grant Williams is a great defender. They can help. You can switch on a lot of different things. So
how about Lively?
Yeah,
he was all over that place
awesome.
too.
Yeah,
that was impressive. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, like a pairing like that, like how great they are individually, and like I still don't have them in my top 5 like title contenders. Do you? I mean, am I the only one? No. Yeah,
no, that's not crazy.
I got the Bucks, Celtics.
Nuggets,
Warriors.
Suns.
Warriors is still the conversation.
Suns, Lakers,
Suns.
Nuggets, or I mean,
I
Warriors,
forgot about the Suns. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love Luka though. I do hope he gets the MVP and at some point a championship. Maybe he's a Detroit Pistons. I don't know. Pistons are. How about the over under for the Pistons? By the way, has that changed your prediction on that one? You got him over 27?
I had him over still. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, did you have him over?
Yeah, I definitely had him over, and there are going to be a lot of games like this. This is the difference I expected last year. I'm not saying they're never going to get blown out. That's going to happen, but at the end of the day, I'm expecting more games like this. That even though they're a loss, it was a competitive loss.
Yeah,
that's where I'm expecting. Like they may only win 30, 32 games, 34 games, but I'm expecting that not 50 of them are over by halftime like they were last year. That's the big difference.
Yeah, Pistons with 13 blocks on the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I saw it at 5 in the first half.
Yeah. Amazing.
Guy looks great.
Which led the league, by the way, too. Team blocks. Sora might be up there in total blocks.
Yeah, him and Scotty.
Him and who?
Scotty Barnes. He also had 5 blocks last night.
He's like a version of that.
Yeah. I like Asar better than Scotty personally. Already.
I think he's a bit more explosive, obviously.
Yeah.
JB, I know you made some money last night. How'd you feel about the Pistons? And by the way, we got to check on Chris's parlay after this too.
Man, I made a little money last night. Not a lot, but still. $40. 3 out of 5 bets hit, but still. It wasn't for a whole lot of money. I was a little upset about that. One of them I had was for like $120, but fucking LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, Lucas was pretty sick last night. He had put a wild one in the group chat.
Yeah.
And we were all kind of laughing at him, myself included, and he was 1 assist away.
Missed by 1 Bam assist.
Yeah, Bam would hit that assist. Lucas would have won like $600. My parlay, I don't bet as much as Lucas. You know I'm cheap better. But I probably won like 200 something. Guess what leg blew? Well, you already know.
Yeah.
Jaden Ivey.
Oh.
It's personal now. It's personal.
He's taking food out of B's mouth.
Yeah, taking food out of my child's mouth. It's messed up, dog. No, I don't want to. I'm gonna wait till Lindsay's here to speak on that one because I don't want to see him. I know there's already a certain narrative like with myself, anytime I speak on him and another guy in the Lions, Jared Goff, I'm gonna wait till there's a professional in the building who's actually pretty pro Ivy. If I'm being honest with you, the conversations I've had with Lindsey, he's definitely big on Ivy. But actually, I'll say this because it's definitely positive. He's not gonna have any nights like that, like last night.
No.
14%. What was it, like 1 of 7 or something like that?
Yeah, it was a very, very, very bad outing for Jaden Ivey, and I don't expect that to be the norm by any means.
It was all around bad too. I mean, defensively, offensively, shooting,
turnovers.
Yeah. How about? I'll save this stuff. I apologize, Chris. Last night you joined the betting world.
I did.
You gave a parlay to the public.
That was the first bet you've ever placed?
I popped the cherry. Yes,
Really?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
popped the cherry last night.
Yes, sir.
But you let the audience down.
Real the white stuff.
No, I actually hit. If you guys rewind the tape, it wasn't a parlay. I said one thing. I said put money on Cade over 20.5 points. That's all I said. I know there's like some AI video floating around of me saying Jalen Duren under on rebounds, all that AI artificial intelligence stuff, trying to bring me down. But I'm actually 1 for 1 with my bets.
Yeah.
I told him just like you're on track because you always say like, yeah, this guy's doing this, but like when you learn betting, you gotta go like 1 below what you already think. Just you're parlaying,
Just for
I guess.
safety, yeah.
You're just putting bets out there. Yeah. Guess who cleaned up for me though? My boy Benny Math.
Yeah.
With the 14.5, yeah. Cashed in.
How do you do?
Wait, he got 14?
I think I had 18, 2 threes. I want to say like 6 boards and like 2 assists or something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, but I just put the bet on the 14.5 for him last night, and he smacked it out of the park. He's starting over there now too. You think Ivy will start at some point?
Ivy? Yeah, I think he'll get in the starting lineup at some point.
I don't know. Why are you making a face?
I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing because I know how excited this makes you.
It doesn't make me. See, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make me excited.
Yeah, it does.
I laugh at you guys.
It makes you happy.
What makes me excited is like when
You're
I'm able
smiling.
to
You are smiling.
because he's smiling. Well, if it were to make me excited, it'd be like, I don't know, bro. It's just the people were like just mad disrespectful.
Yeah.
If you have a difference of opinion, but like to be like so like blatantly disrespectful, like hateful, it's weirdo shit.
Call them out.
I don't know their fucking names and they're 12. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Call
know.
out their moms.
Yeah. Fuck your whole mother. That's your mother. I mean, and the other thing too, what I hate is like, so this happens often. I'll say something to some people it's crazy. I never think it's crazy because I connect the dots at least, and then they're fucking hordes of attacks. But then it comes true. But there's no one to fucking. There's no one even to talk shit to.
No one to be found.
Yeah, because they're fucking all hiding from the fucking.
Hiding from the smoke.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's useless, and I do think he'll be better than what he was last night. Absolutely. How can we have witnessed what he was all season?
He's
going to
be much better than he was last night.
Yeah.
That's not the Jaden Ivey that we're going to see throughout the season.
I think he just needs to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, he was. He was pressing too hard. He was trying to prove his worth. It feel like he's trying to show off a pop.
Yeah.
Monty Williams.
Yeah.
His new boss is here. He's trying to show off for his new boss, show him why he deserves that raise. And he went out there, and it looked like he was trying a little too hard. So he needs to calm down a little bit, go back to his roots, do what he does best, and he's going to be fine.
And I wonder if it's been that in camp, too, because, like, as much as obviously I'm on the stance of, like, I'm on the stance. I didn't think it was a good fit. Like, the kid's still talented.
Yes.
So it's just weird to, like, know that he went through entire, like, camp with Monty and he was still deemed on the bench, I guess. But things could change. I'm excited to talk about Lindsey specifically when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. But before that, Chris, tell us about Glorious Cannabis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Killian Hayes. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. They are so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. And you can check them out online at gloriouscanna.com. Once again, that's gloriouscanna.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, Ellis Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes regional locations, Metro Detroit, and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy, Easy Joe. My guy, Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the like button. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. I would love to talk hoops. I kind of want to wait till we have the two-time NBA champion in the building, which is an amazing resource to have here at Woodward Sports.
Yes.
I mean, two of them things. And a dog defensively, too. He contributed at every single level of the NBA. GM, coach,
yeah,
player, everything. Scout. He's done it all. So I can't wait to have Lindsay in the building. If you guys want to talk hoops, so let me know in the chat. But before then, Spinny, we've been on this campaign well before it hit national media. And now it's news being dropped out, which is different from what I've heard per ESPN, but reports came out last night. Was it ML football or JBA or JPA?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Either way, I know that we reported it on ourselves too from Woodward Sports. But Montez Sweat and Chase Young won't cost a first-round pick. They're not going to be as expensive as previously thought, right? As previously discussed by even ourselves. How you feeling about that, Spinny?
Yeah, we did the blind date yesterday, and the chat chose Montez Sweat.
Yeah, they did.
As the man they want to take him to Dwight Town. So I love to hear this. I love to hear that these guys aren't as expensive. If
Blake Griffin, yo, ho.
Blake Griffin, yo, ho. If you could get one of these guys, one of these elite pass rushers to put next to Aiden Hutchinson, and it wouldn't cost you a first-round pick, I think you do it immediately. You pick up the phone and start dialing. Like, I think that you place one of those guys next to Aiden Hutchinson, and not only unlocks them, but it helps him take some of the pressure off him and gives you a guy that'll tear up the quarterback's booty hole. Like, I love to hear this, especially that it doesn't cost a first-round pick. Because I know how scared all you guys in the chat are, how scared certain people with this network are, Neil Rule, about, giving up a first-round pick. Brad Holmes cooks with first-round pick. We got to let Brad Holmes the first-round pick. That's the most important thing. No, the most important thing is getting guys on the field that are going to do damage. And if you get one of these guys on the field that you know will do damage, it will do nothing but better your team. And if you can do that without giving up a great asset in a first-round pick, that's a win-win in my heart.
Abso-freaking-lutely. And if I'm being honest with you, too, like, or even if it costs a first-round pick, like, if you're going to make the argument, like, and I get it, because I've been there. I've been on that side of the argument, too, at times. Like, with Brad Holmes, you want him to have as many bullets in the chamber, and that's what those draft picks are. You're taking shots at landing a guy that's going to be a stud for you. A first-round pick is just a little bit, it's a hollow point, if you will. But we have Jameer. We have J-Mo. Those are first-round picks.
Yeah.
Still kind of, Jameer, I think, is straight. J-Mo waiting on a little bit. To be more consistent at a 12th overall pick, I think I'm content with him. I know a lot more other people want to see a lot more out of him. But, no, if Brad Holmes is that nice with, like, the clip, regardless of the round, then I'm cool with sacrificing one or two of those to go get us a for sure stud, another hollow tip, a for sure hollow tip. Mm-hmm. Not even a maybe. It's a fucking grenade, if you will. I'm not talking about the fat kind from Jersey Shore either. Yeah. I'm talking about like a dog. And then Chase Young and Montez sort of just that. These reports conflict with what I heard going to like the Washington side of things, because like what I did is I watched Locked On Commanders, just hear what rumors are coming out of there, because I don't really see our side of things. And I heard that they weren't willing to give up those guys, but then they dropped last night that they are. So maybe kind of confused. And I was also looking at Jonathan Allen, who's been in the mix as well. And I thought, is he a Dan Campbell guy? I remember Dan Campbell said, like, we want to get guys, but we don't want to mess up the vibe we got going on here. At one point, I thought so, yeah. But then I remembered he socked Deron Payne on national television last year. You remember that?
Yes, he did.
So I was like, you talking about vibe? Like, I wonder if that's like specifically like what he was talking about. I mean, is Jonathan? These guys, they fit that Dan Campbell mold, that Dan Campbell player.
Personally, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care.
But obviously Dan Campbell does.
Obviously Dan Campbell does.
They pass that threshold for you?
I think Sweat and Young do.
Yeah.
I think those are Dan Campbell guys. Those are guys that seem bought in, that love football and want to play football, want to play winning football. And you look at, maybe Jonathan Allen isn't, because he's punching teammates on the sideline and he's saying, fuck this fucking shit in the interview.
Post-game interview.
So maybe
I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. It's 7 years of this shit. So maybe he is not a Dan Campbell guy, but Sweat and Young haven't done anything, or I haven't seen anything out of them that's like, no, that's not a Dan Campbell guy. But I was laughing because you guys should have seen Easy's face when I fucking coughed Neil Rule. Your face lit up. He got so happy for a second because I was going at Neil.
Neil always got smoke.
Like a child on
nice.
Christmas.
He's
Jeff played it
speechless
nice
right now.
It feels like you're always more BDE than you are heavyweights, man.
What?
Sometimes it feels like you love BDE more than heavyweights.
You just sound
Gaslight.
like a...
So that's why I was like, oh.
Bro sounds like a jealous girlfriend.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
am.
Yeah.
I'm a jealous co-host.
That's fair.
Don't want to share you.
That's fair.
All that bussy.
Share that thick
All that
ass.
bussy.
That warm ass.
Gross.
But I think Sweat and Young fit the mold of Dan Campbell guys. I'm not going to say those guys are... I haven't heard anything about them being problems in the locker room, being angry, aggressive, nothing like that. To me, what I've seen from them in their career is they show up, and when they show up, they play winning football. They want to play winning football. They want to be a part of something that can lead to success. So,
Yeah.
and they're both very good at their fucking job. So go get one of them, please.
Yeah, and then I'm still kind of like at a crossroads or kind of in a mix-up too. Because here's the thing. The Washington Commanders, they're either getting rid of Allen for sure, and I still think Allen could maybe be a Dan Campbell guy because you saw the passion, and it comes out of like losing football games. Obviously, I think Dan Campbell wants guys that are passionate about winning football games, but the reality of life is you're not going to be able to win them all. So and we've already come back from like 1-6. Like, how are you going to act in those moments of turmoil? You're going to be punching your fucking teammates, or like what's going on? But the reason why I feel like that still makes a little bit of sense is like, if the reports I saw from the Lockdown Commanders, and again, this is a day earlier than the reports that came out last night, are true, that they don't want to get rid of Sweat or Young, it makes sense they would want to get rid of Allen so they can afford a Chase Young or a Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
Versus, like, you can't pay all those guys.
But for me, it's if you wanted those guys, if you wanted to keep those guys, why wouldn't you pick up their fifth-year option?
Yeah.
They didn't pick up either of their fifth-year options.
So that's the other part, too, is like, well, there's an ownership change in the middle of it, too, you know? That kind of like surpass where you could put down that fifth-year option to decide what you're doing with the future. Now, obviously, Magic Johnson, he's a minority owner. He's not like a majority owner. That's Joe, whatever his name is, Joe Pesci, whatever.
Joe Pesci.
I don't know. The same guy who owns the Nets.
Yeah.
But obviously, he wants to win. He's been vocal on Twitter anytime they're losing games, calling out coaching and slow starts and stuff like that. So like maybe they're like, fuck that, we want to win now. And I don't know. I'm very curious. Brad needs to do something, though. I still think we can win the number one seed. Don't get me wrong. The Detroit Lions team is going to continue to win games. They're going to continue to place themselves high up on seeding in the NFC playoffs when it comes by. But, again, I want to win the whole damn thing.
Yeah,
excuse me for wanting to win a championship, but, like, I'm tired of the fucking low-hanging fruit. I'm tired of the jokes. I'm tired of, like, seeing this team get demolished by a Ravens team after thinking they're, like, championship-worthy. And now I'm, like, back to, like, I don't even know what to expect, you know?
Yeah.
Chris, you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to speak on the ownership part because I think that's a big deal. How many times do we see in every single sport that when an owner comes in, they want to put their imprint on the team, whether it's the coach, whether it's the GM, whether it's the roster, whether it's all three. We've seen that all the time. I mean, you know, we love shout out Matt Ishbia, but when Matt Ishbia went and got the Suns, what did he do? he within an hour traded everything he had to get Kevin Durant, and then fired Monty Williams and completely just overhauled the entire roster. So this is just what ownership change does, and I think that plays a part in it, and I think that could lead to the Commanders doing a fire sale. But at the end of the day, you're right. Brad Holmes has to make a move. We've said this before, and we'll say it again, because you just don't know how long your window is in the NFL. Who's to say that the NFC isn't a lot better next year? And while this team could be slightly better, the competition could be a lot better. Like right now, it seems like there's only 2 to 3 teams in the Lions' way, and those 2 to 3 teams are making moves and making calls right now. So you have to do something, because otherwise you're going to get left, and you can talk yourself into this isn't the year, next year's the year, but it's football. Things change. Worst to first, all of these things happen. Rosters change very quickly. Title windows open and close very quickly. All of this stuff changes on the flip of a dime. So to me, the title window starts now, and you have to make a move.
Yep, that's where I'm at too. And a little update on the Brian Burns stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to my guy Mike Payton from AZ Sports. He had a tweet out today that I don't know if he was, got to look up to see the name of their GM, but he had mentioned that Brian Burns is not for sale. He will not be leaving the Carolina team, which is kind of mind blowing to me. But I also understand David Tapper is one of those like super aggressive owners as well, maybe too aggressive. I feel like he's put him in a bad spot by trading up for Bryce Young, because they need a lot more in that team. It looks like they want to compete.
Yeah. And
that's a winnable division, too. And
it is a very winnable division.
But, yeah. Pretty much update on Detroit Lions trade rumors. Pat Surtain for sale. We talked about that a little bit yesterday, too.
Yeah, Broncos fire sale. Everybody's for sale.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they listed pretty much their whole team. They're for sale. Come get some. We'll see, man. The Lions need to make a move. They need to make a move. If they want to compete with the top teams in the NFC this year, which I think they do, and which I think you as Lions fans want them to do, compete against the teams that are leading the NFC, to be a part of that, to be in that same caliber, you need to add something on the defense.
I'm with you. I think defensively is where the move needs to be made. I know in our group chat, was Broder flirting with he wasn't necessarily counting out a trade for a wide receiver?
Yeah.
I don't really.
They're bringing back Tom Kennedy. They don't need anybody else.
Yeah. But does that mean they're looking for? I mean, they're bringing him in. Does that show they're looking for that wide receiver?
Possibly. I don't know if they're going to make a move for a wide receiver though.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they're going to make a move, it should be somebody on defense.
If you're going to make a move, you're going to need a realtor agent, and we have the best one. His name's Mark White. So whether you're buying or selling real estate, control and flexibility of the sales process is key. That's why Mark White offers a minute-by-minute listing agreement, where you can cancel a listing agreement for any reason, anytime, with no penalty at all whatsoever. Give Mark a call today at 248-290-8242 or visit markwhitesales.com. So tell about Les Stanford.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, find new roads.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
At the Academy Warren, they have a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house that has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field, which can also be used for 7-on-7 football. At the Academy Warren, it features kindergarten through 8th grade with AM and PM latchkey, smaller classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, and so much more. The Academy Warren is now accepting new enrollment, so go and check them out online today at theacademywarren.net. Now, back to the heavies.
Check it out.
Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Danny Raxter. That's Marshall Falk. There's Tom Kennedy and JB Smooth. They're the ones and twos.
Why are we athletes? You're my dad, and JB's himself.
That's the way my mind works. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Hit the like button because I feel like I'm not going to
Marshall
get that.
Falk's such a random ass fucking person, dude.
Did he used to be on the NFL Network? What happened to him? Did he used to be like doing like coverage? I feel like he was.
Might have had a psychotic break.
Honestly.
That's CTE, man.
Yeah, you're not lying. Unfortunate stuff.
Stand in solidarity with my mashed potato brain brothers.
There was a comment I wanted to address in the Woodward
Tua.
Sports chat. Oh, let me find it. It was from my guy Dom Rivera, who's been watching since we were in Studio B. He says, we've become I want it now and lost our patience. Y'all spelled patience wrong. But we lost our patience to roam the streets. No, like Joker, he's walking in the fucking nursing outfit. Anyway, no, it's not. I want it now. It's I want it. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we've gone over this narrative.
I want it.
Tons of times, but it's like it's not. I want it now. It's I want it. And you look at the teams that got it. Those are the moves they're making. It's not about losing your patience.
So
get more of those.
So. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me.
I know. That's why
I understand. I understand, Lions fans. I understand you're scared.
Logo. Sorry.
That is a trippy ass
logo.
logo.
That is a crazy ass logo.
I understand, Lions fans. I understand you're scared. I understand Easy's high as shit right now. He's looking at that logo. I understand. These are uncharted waters for Lions fan. This is unprecedented territory for a Lions fan. We don't know how to react. We don't know what good teams do when they're in these situations. Well, what good teams do in these situations is they make their team better by getting a piece. Not a draft of 10 guys that 4 of them, 5 of them aren't going to see the field because this team is good and has depth now. So why not take 2 of those pieces and trade it for 1 stud that you know is going to play every single game, every single down? That's what happens. You go with the known commodity when you're there. You guys said we're contenders. You said we're ready to make a run. You said we can hang with anybody in the NFC. If you want to hang with anybody in the NFC, you do what the other best teams in the NFC are doing. You go out there, you get a dog, you bring him in here. You continue to put clips in Dan Campbell's Glock. Like, you make that shit work. It's not, give up our entire future because we traded 2 picks for a Pro Bowler. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
we got a good player.
Yeah, fuck. We'll never be good again because we just got a Pro Bowler. Like, Come on, guys. That's what happens. We don't need a 12-pick draft anymore. We have a lineup. We have depth. We have guys. When you're this good, when you have the pieces, then you just draft a couple here and there that'll fill in, that'll give you that depth. But what do? You add elite pieces. You add top tier talent, top caliber players, the proven commodities to bring them in here and make your team that much better.
Wilson says we can't make moves for the sake of making moves.
It's not for the sake of making fucking moves, man.
Jeez.
We need another pass rusher. Are you going to look at me and say we don't need another pass rusher? If you say that, you're stupid.
Hey.
Aiden can't do it by himself. You need another guy over there.
Marshall, calm down.
I'm in a car right now doing 90 on the freeway.
Just drink a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive? I didn't even finish the rest of that comment. It would piss you off even more. He said Chase Young and Sweat don't make a big enough difference. They literally have more sacks on the season.
They would lead the
Aiden
team in
Hutchinson.
sacks if they were traded here today. That doesn't make a difference? You think an elite pass rusher on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson doesn't make a difference? What are we doing here? What are we talking about here?
It's like
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, and just know this too, for the people that are pro wanting to win football games, that Brad Holmes is putting in work. Brad Holmes has been in the phone. That's been confirmed both through rumors and reports about conversations being had, and Dan Campbell told you himself that guy's constantly working the phones. It's just when he gets something big enough to concern me, then we sit down and have that conversation.
Her sister came down in a bubble, bro.
Wait, what?
This is Steve Lehman. She was a queen, and her sister was a princess.
What is this from?
It's a meme.
Oh.
But yeah, you make a move. You do it.
Well, Spinny, we don't do this often, but I'd like to defend Jared Goff.
Wow.
Because the 33rd team came out with a power rankings of quarterbacks.
Oh.
And Jared Thomas Goff isn't even in the top 10. In fact, he's sandwiched between Mid Cousins and a rookie in C.J. Stroud.
Yeah. I would switch Tua. All right.
It's a doozy, huh?
Yeah, this is fucked up. This is all kinds of fucked up.
And this is by Derek Klassen. I'm not too familiar, but I am familiar with the 33rd team. They have a lot of former pro NFL players and, I mean, respectable minds. Jared Goff, number 13, Spinning. I myself personally can't make sense of it. Brock Purdy at 15 behind him, 2 spots below. I don't know. JB, did you see this list yet?
Yeah, we seen it earlier on the morning show. This is quite wild. I will say that every single week when they come out with one of these, it's just who puts these together and what are they judging them off of? Because like aside from maybe the top 3, everything else on this list is just ridiculous. Hell, you even put the Chicago Bears quarterback in there at the bottom. Like,
yeah,
what are we doing?
Beignet.
Baguette.
Beignet. I don't know how to say his name.
I don't know.
Chris, throw that list back up there real quick.
Throw it up.
Watch it on phone now. All right. Ain't no way in fucking hell Dak Prescott is the 7th best quarterback.
Thank you. That was my beef.
There's no way Geno Smith is the 9th best quarterback in the NFL.
What is it?
There is no possible way you could put Geno and Dak over Tua right now. Or Stroud. Stroud at 14 is egregious.
Bro, that Dak over Hurts right now.
Yeah, bro. This is glazing.
With like what?
I would put...
Pause.
Wow.
Who you take? So out of the top 10, you said you're taking
I'm
Prescott?
taking out Dak, and I'm taking out Geno.
Taking out Geno.
And Stafford. I'll put Stafford like right... Well, you got to put it... I got to put in Tua, Goff, and Stroud. So I got to take out 3.
Yeah. So, okay.
I would put Tua where Stafford is.
At 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move up Hurts.
To like what?
To 7. Put Goff, or put... I don't know, but there's no... You cannot tell me with a sober mind and a living body that Dak Prescott is the 7th best quarterback in the NFL.
What if it's a drunk mind and a dead body?
Then I would believe
that
it.
Would make more
that
sense.
Would make a lot more sense. Stroud, Goff have to be in the top 10. Tua's got to be higher than 10. Geno, just outside. Dak Prescott, I don't give a shit where you put Dak.
Yeah, he's not top 10.
He's not top 10.
That is crazy that he's in the top 10. It's
Tua
crazy he's
at
over
10
Hurts.
is disrespectful.
It's crazy he's over Tua. I think Dak has like 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in
They
a year.
have, like,
He's not doing anything.
A bottom 3 offense in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, Dak Prescott in the year. Yeah, man, I'm good. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Like, I'm not necessarily saying he's doing horrible, but it's not good. It's not good enough to put him in the top 10. And as much as I'm not a Jared Goff guy, like that, how do you have Jared Goff's numbers, the same amount of interceptions, but double the touchdowns, and he's chilling at 13?
I don't know, man. That is a crazy list. That is a crazy list.
Brock Purdy at 15.
Brock Purdy at 15.
We got a San Francisco 49ers fan in the building, a 2-time NBA champion as well. Lindsay, have you seen that list, the 33rd team list?
No, I haven't seen it. But just from listening, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Don't agree.
It's pretty bad.
Thank you for coming up, by the way, too. I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you, Lindsay.
Obviously, I want to talk Pistons with you, but we're kind of on a football topic right now. I got to ask you this. Who would you rather have between Jared Goff and Brock Purdy?
Well, all things being considered, I'm gonna take Brock Purdy because he's on a rookie contract, and I could still do more.
Yeah.
You understand? And I think his upside is ridiculous. You know, I've watched every possession that he's played this year, and I'm still impressed with all the things I see. I think he's one of the best anticipation throwers as far as a young guy's concerned. Like he anticipates throws better than any young guy I've seen. Like, man, going back to like, I can't even name a guy that was this young that make those throws before receivers get out of their breaks. Dude, he's the best at it. Yeah. Like he's by far ahead of the game as far as that's concerned. He's going to grow. He's going to get better. And he's more at
throws in the Vikings game then, or
it wasn't a bad. The one throw that the first pick he threw when the receiver was supposed to be coming across the middle, it was the same thing. It was an anticipation through. Yeah. He wasn't throwing it. He was throwing it before the break and everything. And the guy was rooted out of his route. Yeah. And the pass just went right there. Now the second interception was just I'm taking a chance. I'm trying to make a play. Yeah. So that happens, but if you look at his track record, the dude doesn't throw the ball away. Yeah. He doesn't throw picks. That's not what he does. I like the fact that he's becoming more taking more of a chance, because normally he wouldn't even take chances. Now he is, and this is gonna make him better.
Yeah. Yeah, they were still only lost by a touchdown. If I'm not mistaken, that game. Yeah.
It was everybody was looking at the game saying, "Oh, Brock Purdy's not there." No, he wasn't horrible in the game. Now he had a couple of passes that sailed on him, but he wasn't horrible by no means. Yeah. So I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I think he's a quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with, especially with a team loaded like the Niners. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you look back at all of the 49ers quarterbacks, Jimmy Garoppolo, if you look at their best
performances
or their best stats going across the board,
Brock's on beat.
No, he's ahead by far. Yeah. And his worst, like the worst two games he's played, is still better than their best. Yeah. So what is there's nothing to complain about the quarterback position. Yeah.
I think he got concussion this week too. I think Sam Darnold, I think he might be sneaky. He's gonna be pretty good this week. Who? Sam Darnold.
I'm not counting on it. But anyway, listen, my biggest concern is our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins was carving him up.
Without Justin Jefferson.
With a rookie. Yeah.
Not even that. How do you blitz with 16 seconds to go before the half? You go all out blitz. Yeah. Dude, just make them catch it in front of you and then we going into halftime.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of wild. I mean, to be fair, Ward made the play, but it just
it should have never happened. Yeah. It should have never happened. Like that, we should have never been. Why are we press man and all we got to do is get a stop. We going into halftime, dude. What are you doing? Yeah. You got to try to all out blitz. Yeah. I'm not even a damn defensive coordinator, but I've watched football enough to know.
Yeah, that's wild. That is definitely because, like you said, just keep them in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had me flabbergasted. I was drunk by then. After that.
That's fair. That is fair. We got to go to break real quick. We got Lindsay in the house, so we're going to talk some Pistons coming back. But first, let me tell you about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and no Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. How would you like to win not one, but two vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Dispo is your local cannabis plug for a reason. They got 12 locations across the great state of Michigan, and they're delivered to you if you go to Dispo Dash. Just visit the site at disposhops.com. If you're 21 and older, they're also open to midnight, Monday through Saturday. Make sure you stop by. On Fridays, they got free food. I'm telling you, it's a place to be. If you haven't been, you got to check it out. Even if you don't smoke, they got edibles, they got creams, all kinds of stuff you guys use and indulge. Make sure you visit Dispo near you.
And they got T-Burgers.
They do got T-Burgers. Man. T-Burgers slap.
Lindsay loves T-Burgers.
T-Burgers slap.
Only burger I eat now.
Yeah.
Why'd you
swear.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Listen, that day, the first day they came, as I was working at Dispo, and like, I think it was Megan, maybe. She was like, "You got to try the burgers; they're great." And like, she's a white girl, and I was like, "Oh, yeah." I mean, maybe she had the burger. I was like, "Damn, that's good." Everyone else, I watched them take the first bite, like dance.
Yeah.
Immediately after taking the bite, I was like, "Oh."
Look, I can't even eat other people's burgers anymore.
Yeah.
I swear.
Shit just tastes regular.
Yes.
Like, oh, these are good burgers. I'm like, yeah.
You don't know what
probably
a
not.
good burger is.
He throws a burger. You don't know.
Starts having non-flashbacks.
Dude, I drive out there sometimes just to go find them.
Yeah. No.
Go get me a T-burger, bro. Go get about 4 of them. Take them home.
Yes. They're
Them
good.
shits is amazing.
They're so good.
It really is. I felt crazy talking about it because we're the heavyweight show. I don't want to like be like stereotypical, but like fat guy, I don't give. They're the best burgers, bro.
No, dude, they are, man. I told my mom. My mom was like, yeah, whatever. You know, because my mom cooks. She can cook.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, these are the best burgers. She was like, whatever. I said, when you come up here, I'm come take you to T-burgers. And you'll see.
Hell yeah.
And my mom's the type of mom. She'll go eat something and she can cook it.
Yeah.
She'll be like, oh, they put this in there.
Hell yeah.
See, they got that
Correct the
potato bun. I don't even know how you
recipe.
do that.
Yeah.
Potato bun? That's crazy to me.
Because normally potato buns I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a thing until I had the T-burger.
No, that shit is amazing. I don't know what she's putting in there, dude. She might be sprinkling little drugs in that. That shit is
Salt
so
and
good.
down there.
It is
That ain't
amazing.
salt.
Speaking of burgers, K had a 30 burger last night. 1 point loss against the conference champions.
No free throws.
Opening night on their home floor. What'd you make of the Pistons' performance last night?
Well, you know, I never really early in the season, man. I don't take much out of those games because I know, like, veteran guys are looking at that like this is just the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got a long way to go. For us, like we got to win games and we got to show that we're competitive. And I think we showed that we showed that game one. Right? We're going to be competitive. Still a lot of guys out. I'm concerned about that. You know, Bogey's out. A couple other guys are out. And then just trying to get a feel for what's the rotation going to look like?
Yeah.
Who's he going to play? Who's going to be left out? Because somebody going to get left out.
How'd you Ivy last night? Only 17 minutes. I know you're a big Ivy guy. How'd you feel about that?
I like him. I just, you know, every coach has their own philosophy. Every coach is going to play a certain way. And unfortunate for young guys, man, you kind of get pushed aside a little bit, you know. So in order for him to combat that, he's going to really have to show that, hey, I deserve to be out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to earn the right, you know, and earn the belief of the coach.
Yeah.
You know, tough situation though.
Yeah.
It's tough because you're young, new coach, new expectations. A lot of everybody, you know, for the most part, most of the guards are heavy, and you're in a guard heavy team now.
Yeah. Really guard heavy.
That's what I was going to say because, you know, there was obviously, they had, 15 turnovers in the first half, and you really would like to see a veteran guard in there, and that's what they brought Monty Morris in to be, but he was hurt, injured.
Right.
They cleaned it up in the second half, though.
Right.
How do these guards in a system like Monty runs where it's you got to make your decisions fast, how can they cut down on the turnovers like that?
Well, a lot of that, you know, and we saw Ivy get better as the season went on. Now, of course, the system was different. It was feast or famine with him last year because he got to play all the minutes and he got to, you know, handle the ball majority of the time. Now it will be limited, and the mistakes will be kind of like you can't make as many mistakes. And we saw him last night in the first half drive to the basket and kind of got lost and he threw it away. Those are some things that he's going to get better at, I'm sure, and Monty will help him along that. But he's going to have to be sharp, man. Like when you're on a team and you know that the next guy behind you is just as good or possibly could be good, you got to be sharp.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be on top of your game, and I think it's going to push. They're going to push one another to be better, which is good for us as a team, you know. But you got to be on your P's and Q's, and I think, you know, we know what Cade is. I think we can kind of see like.
Yeah,
it's nice to see him
and
get
what
that
I'm
dog in him last night.
Like, and what I was expecting, I was like, man, he's got it. In order for us to be where I think we should be, which is like a 8 seed, you know, he's gonna have to be an all-star.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to be an all-star. Duran is gonna have to be damn good, and all the other pieces are gonna have to, you know, do a lot. Bogey's gonna have to be good.
Yeah,
you know, Joe Harris is gonna have to play well. All of those guys are gonna have to contribute for us to break into that playoff picture.
Yeah. I was gonna ask real quick too about because obviously they started Killian, which is it felt weird. I mean, I expected maybe he's gonna show us something, but obviously I think it was like 1 for 9 out there. I like a guy that kind of reminded me. I can't say to you because obviously you got 2 rings and you did the damn thing, but I like Sasser a lot, and I think he's got some dog in him too. I feel like maybe he should be inserted to the starting lineup, maybe over like Killian Hayes. But like if even Ivy, who's young enough and the 5th overall pick, you were a dog defensively. Is that a mentality? Or is that something a coach can help Ivy get to allow him to see the floor? Or should we just give it to Sasser at this point?
You can, as a coach, you can encourage it and say, hey, look, you ain't going to play if you don't defend, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm a simp for Sasser.
Me too.
Oh, man, I love that kid, man. When we first got – because I saw him in college. And I was like, dude, he's a dog. Like, he got hurt a couple of times, but – he's an animal, and I love him. He offensively, he's clever, he's crafty, he can shoot it, he can get to the basket. Defensively, he's a dog. I'm not going to be surprised to see him break that lineup, and he may not start, but he's going to play.
Yeah.
Because he's a guy that can come off the bench also and get buckets, you know? And I love him, man. I thought that was a steal, like one of the steals of the draft. Because had he not been hurt in college, he'd probably be a lottery pick. But he was hurt, and, you know, people were skeptical about him. Man, he's a dog. He's an animal. I love him.
I kind of want him to break into that starting lineup because, like, I think he could give you what – defensively, I think he's got the mindset. And then obviously we see him knocking down that 3 ball. And just 10 minutes played at 8 points. I think he's deserving of it.
Yeah. I mean, he's young, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if Monty's going to put him right in the starting lineup. But that's another young guy, another rookie – that was in the starting lineup, our guy Oscar Thompson, obviously the fifth pick of the draft.
You say thick pick of the draft. I was about to say.
The thick pick of the draft. He had 5 blocks in the first half. The guy and it was a couple on Jimmy Butler. He had 1 on Bam. He had Hero a couple times. What did you see from Oscar Thompson? Even though he didn't go out there and light it up, he had an all-around game, and I thought he played really well.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
And I think we saw that from day one. We saw this from the first time he stepped on the court in the summer. And I think that's what he is now. He's going to get better. You know, when your full-time job is playing basketball, you have no choice but to get better or you'll be replaced. You know, so, and, you know, I saw him knock down a 3. It looked pretty good. You know, his shot looked pretty good. I put him in that mold of a Tayshaun Prince.
Okay.
A Swiss Army knife, a guy that can do everything, you know, and I think he'll get better at doing everything. But I'm excited about him, man. I like him. I like the athleticism, the length, and, you know, watching him block shots the way he did for a perimeter to block 5 shots is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Wembley doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
To see that guy go out there and be that much of a disruptor defensively, man. You know, I'm a defensive guy. I love guys
Me too.
that get after it on the defensive end. My whole team, I've always been a guy as a coach. If you give me that effort defensively and you a dog, I'm going to let you mess up offensively a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you take a couple of bad shots and not say nothing.
Yeah.
Because I know you're giving me everything you got on this end. You know, and guys tend to respond to that.
You think that's why Killian got the start last night?
I'm almost guaranteed that's why. Because he, you know, to his defense, he's been really good in training camp defensively. He's been really good. Would have liked to see him shoot it better, you know.
Yeah.
But first game, and maybe that's got a lot to do with it. And
he knocked down a couple mid-range shots, but the 3 was obviously not. I think he was 0 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, some of them were brutal. Like oh my God, airball was in the backside of the backboard. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, wide open ones too. It was hurting, man. It was hurting.
I think he'll get better. He has to because there's too much behind him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like because the other thing too, Monte Morris is even back yet.
That's what I'm saying.
They got Monte Morris, Marcus Sasser, Jaden Ivey, and Killian himself. It's gonna be tough on Monte a little bit too to make a decision there.
Well, as a coach, especially with a young team, because I don't think the expectations here are big for them internally. I think they want to see growth.
Yeah.
And this first year will be a year where I think Monty's going to feel a lot of his guys out and see what he has. And if there are moves to be made, then I think we'll start making some moves to kind of shape our roster.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a lot of guards. And, Monty Morris is going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to play.
Detroit native.
Oh, for sure.
So that's a spot that's probably taken. He'll be probably first guard off the bench.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you got to look at it that way. Bogey, we don't know where Bogey is Bogey going to start.
That's a great point too. Yeah.
What is Joe Harris's role going to be? Like there are a lot of guys that can play that have played roles on other teams that were good.
Mm-hmm.
That we have here that they're going to have to find some minutes for him.
That's why I wouldn't have been mad seeing Joe Harris or Alec Burks get the start last night.
Yeah, I want Burks to get the
right.
start.
And
shooting
even Alex Burks.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of pieces that. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, man, guys get left out of the lineups when that happens. And, it's going to happen. We just got to see which way they go with it.
When we get back, I know Chris has a couple of questions, but Spinny, you got to tell us about Planet Fitness first.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work out on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. There's more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply, hands down, Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
When it comes to your pet, don't fret. We got... I wish I had a symbol.
It said pet like 7 times in the first
I could hear
lines.
it, yeah. I thought you were about to start rhyming or something. I don't know. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. I'm Easy Espimo Rax, Young Chris, JB Smooth, 2-time NBA champion, Lindsey Hunter in the building. Chris, I know you're getting antsy the last segment. I saw you doing the aerobics in there, raising your hands.
I was just stretching, just getting loose.
Yeah. Just make sure I put my deodorant on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just what'd you want to ask?
We're good. One of the things I wanted to go off of was one of the first things we talked about, and that's the guards and all of the turnovers last night. So if you on this team are Monte Morris, like the veteran that's on this team, what are you telling those young guards that were all collectively struggling with turnover? I mean, Killian, Jaden, and Cade. What are you telling those young guys?
Well, the biggest thing is, they had a lot of nervous energy last night. First game on the road, playing against a team that went to the finals. That there was a lot of nervous energy in there, and I think the biggest thing is you tell them you settle down and play your game. That's the biggest thing. At the end of the day, and I can remember back to my first time stepping on the floor, And Isaiah was pulling me to the side, and he was like, "Hey, I'm not playing the rest of the night, so it's on you now. Relax and just go hoop." You know? And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then we're playing against the Houston Rockets, and Elijah Warren was on the floor. And I'm like, "Oh, God, the dream is out here. Like, this is crazy."
Yeah.
And then you don't realize how, like, big them dudes are till you get out there. And I'm like, they were like, Dream is only 6'10". I'm like, what? Dude, he looks like he's a footer, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, once you go out and you get into the flow of the game, you relax and you play. And I think that's basically, as a veteran guard, those are the things you try to help the young guys with.
Yeah.
So relax, play your game, and just make the simple basketball play. Don't go, you know, don't shoot for the home run. Just make the simple play, and the amazing will happen. I always say that. I even tell young kids that. Make the simple play every time, and then something amazing just tends to happen. When you try to go out looking for something spectacular, you end up doing something stupid.
What do you think about, obviously you're a defensive guy, you've said it, and the people of Detroit know it.
Right.
What did you think about their buy-in on the defensive side of the ball? I saw, obviously, we talked about Sasser, he looked good. Duran looked like he's much improved in paint protection and different things like that. But I thought the switching, like how they can switch 1 through 4 on this team, and I thought that was extremely impressive.
And that's a good, like, you know, that's a great thing, especially for them, because they're really versatile defensively. When you got, you know, Cade as your point, who's a 6'7", 6'8", rangy defender who can, like you said, guard 1 through 4.
Yeah.
That gives you so much flexibility, and it allows you to have your defensive shell so tight, because you don't have to go through schemes, or you don't have to let, you know, rely on pushing people a certain way. You can keep everybody at bay. And I think just watching them, you can see. I'm big into watching teams and see what they do, how they look, because you can kind of get a read on, oh, this is the kind of defensive team they are. Oh, they push everything baseline, or they keep it out the middle, or, you know, they hard heads, pick and rolls, or whatever. You can see an identity.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we were missing a lot last year. We didn't really have a defensive identity. And I would sit back and watch games, and I would see so many different things, and I'm like, wow, I can't really figure out who we are defensively. And I think it was indicative to watching, you know, we were like last in defensive efficiency last year. That'll change tremendously, because, you know, they'll have non-negotiables on defense. There's certain things that, you know, Monty's not gonna let go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the sign of a team that's gonna be good defensively.
Yeah. I mean, I think Killian being on the floor is one. Like, if you're practicing with Killian every single day, you know you're hitting more shots than him, but he's seeing the floor over you. You know it's defensively, so you got to step up these young guards.
Right.
So I think that's what Monty's maybe secretly doing, some Jedi mind tricks. I don't know how long it's going to last, so I don't know how long I'd like it to last. But I got to ask about Beef Stew, man. He surprised me last night. He had 2 clean threes, and then at one point he put the ball on the floor and went to the rim and still got a basket. What do you make of Beef Stew, and I guess even as a starter for this team going forward?
Yeah, you saw the improvement. You know, you saw the improvement. His jump shot looked clean, like you said. Put the ball on the floor, looked a lot better. Personally, I would love to see him coming off the bench for us, because I think you're really good if he's coming off your bench, not as a starter. You know, but he's proven himself. He's played well. He's tough. He has that Detroit mentality where, you know, not backing down from anybody, and we love that. But I would love for him to be as part of our depth rather than, you know, starting for us.
Yeah, I think you got a point. Is like, as a signal of what type of team you are if he's coming off the bench.
On a championship team, he's your first big
100%.
Yeah. And that's what I think, and that's what kind of I was looking at. Like, yeah, if that guy's coming off your bench, you're pretty doggone good. You know, we had Antonio McDyess during the second run. McDyess was coming off our bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he still could go out and give you.
McDyess.
Yeah, he could still go out and give you 14 and 9.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think as I was younger, obviously I didn't know ball as well, but like he was unappreciated. I watched him leave and like do like I was putting up way more numbers, getting like more minutes, and then come back. I'm like, oh,
dude. So he's from Mississippi. He's from my home state. So I've been hearing about him since he was a kid, and you know, all we heard was, hey, there's a kid, man, that can put his head on the top of the square. I was like, no way. Dude, I saw this kid. I was like, holy shit. I was like, where did they get this guy from?
Yeah.
Dude, he was a freak of nature. Like, he was so athletic. Like, it was crazy. Like, then watching him in Phoenix and Denver, and you saw all that athleticism.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
he was, man, Dice is my guy, man. Still talk to Dice to this day. He's a funny dude.
Yeah, I forget what game it was. He got like 20 boards one time, just like effortlessly. Yeah.
I got a towel from Antonio McDyess. My dad used to have. He worked on a mail route in Rochester, and one of the rich ass dudes on the route had season tickets 2 rows behind the Pistons bench, and so he gave us tickets. I think it was 05 or 04, 05. And,
Yep.
It's dope. He threw me his towel.
I gotta ask one more thing because Chris is doing aerobics again. K, 30 points last night, no free throws. Dropped 30 ball, no free throws. What do you make of that? How can this guy finally get some damn calls and get some respect around the league? It's crazy.
Well, you know what? He was scoring so well, like, and it's funny as a scorer. Sometimes when you're shooting the ball well, you tend not to want to get fouled.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm in a great rhythm right now. Don't touch me, you know.
Yeah.
But I think with the way he plays, he's gonna have to, because he can post up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll see Monty put him in the mid post.
Yeah.
Let him operate out of there.
That midi was nasty.
Yeah, and that'll give him more opportunities to get fouls and draw. You know, if you watch the great scorers in our league. You watch Devin Booker. You watch guys like that. You know, you watch Mitchell down in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They're going to get to that rim.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make you foul them. And I think he has to have more of an attitude like that. And that 30 will turn to 38 and 40.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought that when he did that rip through on Lowry, I was like, that was an active shoot. I couldn't believe they didn't call that.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
they've made that.
Yeah, they've made that rule now. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna get a shot.
Yeah,
like because KD started that crap.
Mm-hmm.
KD kind of started that ripping through and getting the shot off. And he was complaining like it's a shot, and everybody's like, no, it's not natural. You know.
Yeah, it's different with KD's. Abdomen's already like 6 foot, 5 foot long. You don't get the contact either way.
Right.
Chris, what were you gonna ask?
So to me, I've been saying this the last couple of days when it comes to the Pistons. Right now, my feeling is the defensive side of the ball is going to determine their ceiling this season, because I think Cade has proven in that first game that he can be the entire offense and lead you to a top half of the league offense. I mean, you saw that starting lineup. It wasn't exactly rive with offensive talent. So to me, it comes on the defensive end. And then when I think of the defensive end, I think of Jalen Duren being the anchor, the second-year player. Just from your perspective as a defensive mind, like how much weight is on Jalen Duren's shoulders for this defense? And realistically, what kind of expectation can you place on a young kid that's just now getting to start at full minutes at center and anchor a defense?
Well, I think you can see he's young, yes, but he doesn't look young. His body looks like, you know what I'm saying?
Grown man.
Yeah, he's sculpted already as a 19-year-old or whatever. And his athleticism is crazy. I mean, crazy. And when people start realizing, with all that length back there, you're going to be able to force guys into situations that is not going to be favorable for them. When you got guys that can, assure blocking shots and you got him blocking shots, it's going to be tough. That helps your defense so much, man. I just remember when I knew I had Ben behind me, I would pressure the guard so tough.
Yeah.
Because I knew, I'm like,
he's making up for it.
Yeah, dude. and you got to a point where you were so good that I knew if he did so happen to beat me, I wasn't worried about him. I was gonna go hit Ben's guy right in the chest.
Yeah.
That was my job. Like, because if you let Ben's guy get the rebound, he's pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, dude. Because he would get on Chauncey, because Chauncey would never go take his guy off the board. He would come back to the huddle, Phillips. Hey, man, you got beat. I helped.
Yeah.
You let my guy get the rebound,
Yeah.
So when they have that type of chemistry and those guys start reading each other and playing with each other a lot more, then I think our defense is going to be really good.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, that's going to decide how well we are, how good we are, And I'm looking forward to us winning, man. I think we're going to win, 41 games. I think we'll win 41 games.
I like that.
And people are looking at it like, Lindsay, we won 17 last year. Well, you got to look at the circumstances.
Yeah.
Cade played, 10 games?
Yeah.
12. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Played 10 games.
Yeah.
So he's, by himself, I think he's worth 6 or 7 to 8 wins alone. Now you talk about adding all the other pieces we got.
And Monty's 5,
Monty's
6
worth
wins
10
himself.
wins.
Yeah.
You're a volume guy and Jaden Ivey for them last year. He's coming off the bench this year. That's a whole second. They're gonna be straight.
So I think we'll be fine, man.
Real quick before we go to break and maybe talk a little bit football and come back if you're staying. But What was your reaction to the Dwight Howard news?
Dude. First of all,
It's the reason Kobe didn't like that motherfucker.
but here's the thing, though. I don't think anybody was surprised.
No.
Yeah.
There's been a rumor forever, bro. Yeah.
I mean, nobody was surprised. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, it was funny to me because I like making fun of everything. So,
Yes,
and
us
I was
too.
like, some people were taking it personal. Well, you know, I said, well, you know, it's his right. I was like, yeah, it is his right. And it's my right to laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I don't have the right to laugh. Like,
Yeah.
I laugh at everything, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even take myself that serious. So don't get mad at me because I'm having fun. But people take it so serious. Like, oh, man, you know, that's his choice to come out. Yeah, it is his choice to come out. I don't care.
Yeah.
One way or the other. But I'm going to make jokes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to
Facts.
laugh, you know.
We're talking about how damn scary it
How
be.
scary it
Yeah,
is.
Dwight Howard's big ass. Like, hey.
Hey, that's probably what happened, my man.
Facts.
Hey, come in here, buddy.
Yeah.
Take those clothes off right now. Scared the hell out of my man. I know do I know.
Fuck, bro. No, please, no.
So, you know, he put a post out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He put a post out. He's like,
yeah.
I can put my wood wherever I want to put my wood. And he's right.
That's what I said. He's not lying. He's not lying.
He's right. He's
Dude,
right.
Yeah.
plant your wood where you want to.
Yeah.
Who cares? But we're gonna laugh.
But
Yes,
we're gonna
absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if you're sticking around or not, but we'll be talking a little bit of football when we get back. Let you guys talk some more hoops. I'm down for that too. But Spinny, tell us about Hamlin Pub.
Hamlin Pub, where have you ever wanted a bar where you're treated like a regular? We have just the place for you. Head to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone's a regular. They got a bunch of specials on food. They got half off pizza on Tuesdays. And anytime there's Detroit sports or a football game playing, they have a ton of deals. So make sure you
Kyle
go check
Lowry's
it out
favorite
at
player.
Hamlin Pub. Experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. It's Hamlin Pub, where everyone's a regular.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays to join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink for the Lions VIP tailgate party is going down at shed number 5 in Eastern Market from 9:30 to game time on Sundays. I got to figure out what the start time is for this Monday Night Football, but they'll be there. And they got a shuttle to take your drunk asses to the game. Make sure you guys stop by. Get your tickets at bullseyeeventgroup.com. Free food, free drinks, all that, or a chance to win free tickets if you DM Lions VIP to Woodward Sports IG. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever It's Live on WoodWardSports.com. I'm the boy Easy. That's my guy Spin Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. We are blessed to have a 2-time NBA champion in the house, Lindsey Hunter. Man,
I know we want to talk. You know, we talked about Dwight a little bit. We laughed about Dwight. We're gonna want to talk football, but I want to ask about Jaden Ivey. Like, Because obviously he struggled mightily in that first game. I don't think anybody expects that to be Jaden Ivey, what he is going to be this year after what we saw out of him last year. But to me, it seemed like he was rushing, like he was trying to show his new boss, like, hey, this is what I can do. Look how fast I am. Look at my offensive skill set. What does he need to do to kind of settle down and get back to what he was doing last year?
Well, you know, just what you said. He was out there trying to show that I deserve to be out here. I think he'll settle down. You know, we don't know what his role is going to be right now. Just, you know, we know he's going to play. He's going to get some time. So he has to figure out, you know, how to maximize it and be the most efficient version of himself. And we know he's amazing in open court. Like, dude he has jets. He's athletic.
Yeah. You
know, when you get in open court, you give him that ball, he's going to get into the teeth of the defense. So those are the things that he's going to have to exploit, and he's going to have to be a balls-out defender. Mm-hmm. You know, I think if he does that part, you force the coach to play you. You know? There's no coach on this planet that I know that's not going to play a guy that can defend. You can defend at a high level, you're going to find your way on the floor.
If Killian's starting, bro. That's all you need to know.
That's my point. So I just hope he settles down, like you said, and just kind of get into his role and play his game. And he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not really tripping on that one so much. And even if it is like a 6-man thing, like I think he can be explosive and very valuable there too. I mean, him and Sasser on the floor together, if that ends up being like a unit, like that's nice, bro.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Now I know we're both simping for Sasser. Is it too early to start him until Monty comes back? We have to deal with Killian, or
that doesn't bother me. If he can start him. I'm not, you know. I'm never looking at guys because of they're young or whatever. No, I'm putting the best out there. I don't give a damn if he's 5. If he's the best, he plays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just think he's gonna make it hard to keep him on that bench, man.
Yeah.
Dude can flat out get it done on both ends.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Monty kind of can see, like, yeah, this kid got it. You know, he's fearless. You know.
Yeah.
Can shoot it, can get to the basket, can pass it. I remember watching him in that one summer league game when he had almost like 40, and he was out there looking like he's been playing the NBA for like his whole life. I'm like, yeah, this kid has it, you know.
It just feels like inconsistent, and I don't know how you hone that down. Maybe you just need to calm down a little bit. I mean, I don't
well, he's
know.
young, you know.
Yeah.
He got that nervous energy in him, and you think when you're that young, you think you can do everything at full speed all the time when you can't. Once he learns that, you know, you learn the pace of the game and pick your spots and all that type of stuff, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that too, especially when it comes to like, I mean, guards, it's a big man's game. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do a lot more jumping. You got to be a lot more aggressive to like get yours. Save your knees, you know what I'm saying? Relax. Like you said. Yeah.
He'll learn that, man.
John Jones says Ivan needs to grow his hair back. He lost his powers.
I mean, hey, maybe. Bald is beautiful, though. That's all I'm saying.
You better figure it out.
Yeah.
I got to ask you this, though, because I know sometimes you're feeling for D-Mac on BDE. And me and Neil, we got our little JG, Jared Goff beef. We used to be on the same team. He switched up on me. Not I mean, Spinny, too. But
hadn't switched up.
Oh.
Spinny's borderline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick a side.
Pick a side. You know how.
Pick a side, Dwight. Who you like?
I'm still not paying him $50 million, but I'm not going to bash him because he's been playing well.
I want to know, why you letting Neil get away with this when your 49ers have like 4 different quarterbacks the past years and they keep on winning? Why are Lions fans so scared to take a chance to someone else and move on from Goff if need be, contract-wise, with Hooker or something?
You just answered it. Because the Lions fans aren't used to winning.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what you're new to this. Mm-hmm. So you want to hold on to it so tight, but it's like, there's more, bro. There's more. It's like your guy first loses virginity. First pops something, and he's in love. It's like, bro.
Exactly.
There's a lot of pussy out there.
There's a lot of them. She's a 5, bro. She's a 6.
Yeah.
You know?
So I remember, Smitty knows, I was telling everybody from the beginning, like, the Lions are good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Lindsay, you don't know what we've been through, all these years of dread and not winning. I'm like, who cares, dude? I said, I don't understand how Cowboy fans who hadn't won shit since '94, every year they come up and they were like, Super Bowl.
Yeah. Every year.
Every year. I said, but the Lions fans are like, you know. And then, so the evidence is always like when you see something change, like you saw how the front office operated. It wasn't like it used to be, right? You see the little subtle changes that make a difference, And then everybody still kind of cowers down like, well, we're not going to go that far. No, dude. Just be all in.
Mm-hmm.
Be all in. Look, Golf has been to a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He's been to a Super Bowl. Now, he got obliterated, but
it was the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen. Man.
Got carried.
That was such a dog shit ass Super Bowl, bro.
That is the worst.
It's like
Super
one
Bowl.
touchdown the whole fucking game, man. That was embarrassing to watch.
But he got that experience, so you know he can lead you to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you know that's been proven. Nobody can take that away from him. So if given the right pieces around, which I think the Lions have for the most part, it'll be fine.
So I'm commenting back in the chat. They're saying you compare the Purdy situation to Golf. Purdy took a team to the NFC Championship. Hooker hasn't taken a snap. Nothing against Hooker. It's just a dumb argument. Brother, Purdy didn't take a snap until he took the damn snap.
Until like week 10.
People are just so scary, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's just crazy to me.
People, you can make an argument for it. But the thing about it, and people were, trying to bash Purdy for all that, whatever. Oh, he's not elite. He's a regular. I was like, dude, they've had quarterbacks before him that couldn't run the system as well as he has. So cut the shit. It doesn't matter. I don't care if he has an all-star team around him. Somebody has to go out and somebody has to make these plays.
Yes.
He's done it better than everybody else that came before him. Right? It's just the facts.
Yep.
We went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
He pissed it away with 2 overthrown passes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were there with Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
And we called a damn drop back pass in the red zone. We should have rolled out and gave him a run pass option.
Yeah. See, this is the kind of anger I want. I want damn, we lost in the Super Bowl anger. I don't want, oh shit, we lost to the Ravens, now everything's over anger.
And notice he named 2 different quarterbacks.
Yes.
Like, guys, it's okay. If you have everything else is in place.
Yes.
It's okay to experiment and upgrade at the quarterback position. You can still get there. If you have a good coach, if you got a good GM, you can still get there.
That 49ers defense with Kaepernick, I liked more than the 49ers defense now. Because I love Fred Warner. He's probably my favorite player. Navarro Bowman and Patrick Willis. Oh my God.
It's crazy to have Fred Warner, though, and Greenlaw. Like, those are still dogs.
But here's the problem with our defense now. It's our coverages. Why are we dropping these guys back in coverage all the damn time? Like, I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, Greenlaw was dropping back in coverage, and because that's just not his nature, the ball went right over his head. Like, the ball went right there. All he had to do was this. But that's not his nature, so you can't expect that. And I'm looking at the defensive coordinator like, dude, you're in trouble, guy.
Yep.
Shanahan's going to be in those defensive meetings from now on, though.
Yeah.
We've already heard.
And Paul Thomas says, Lindsey, feeling the Lions' frustration. No. The Lions don't know that frustration. We do not know the frustration of losing in the Super Bowl. I wish we knew that frustration. That is not our frustration.
No, but I honestly, man, I think in the next 2 to 3 years, the Lions will be playing in the Super Bowl. I honestly believe that.
Do you think Goff will be the quarterback?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm pro Hendon Hooker.
Me too.
Until then.
I don't know, man. I think Jared Goff will get him there. I think he'll get him there one year.
What'd you think of the Ravens game? He couldn't throw in cold weather games, man. He's just not there.
Dude, listen. You could have had Peyton Manning back there.
That's fair.
Nothing was going to happen.
That was a team loss. I'm not putting that loss on Goff.
He wasn't doing nothing there.
Dude.
He didn't help, but it wasn't his fault. That whole team was getting
Dude, I'm watching that game, and I'm sitting there, and I'm going like, Lamar drove that thing down the field like it was practice.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I said, it's going to be a high-scoring game today, then.
That's what I'm saying. Because, like, Goff's going to get this contract, but it's going to be, like, close to, like, what Lamar's getting. But he's nowhere near what Lamar is as a talent. And that's where I have beef, I guess,
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Now, he's not the talent that Lamar is, but he is as good of a quarterback as Lamar. So there's a difference. Like, Lamar's a different type of quarterback because he's so dangerous with his feet. But Goff is just as good because he can pass the ball now.
I mean, listen, it was windy. One guy was throwing in it. The other guy.
Yeah, but you got to understand, though, man, when you get down like that, what do you have to do to get out of it? You got to try to pass,
You got to
right?
throw, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are the Ravens' defense the best at? They're leading the NFL in what?
Sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Because them dudes aren't thinking about nothing but. And then, and me and Spinny talked about this. We talked about Neil and I talked about it. I didn't like the Lions' defensive game plan. Like, I felt like they were purposely not being overly aggressive after Lamar because they were afraid of the threat of him running. So they were like, oh, we're going to keep the lanes and not give them running lanes. Dude, the hell with that. Just go after him. I'm a big advocate of, okay, I'm going to do what I do best. Now, if you kick my ass doing what I do best, then I'm going to change. But you're going to have to prove to me that you can beat me doing, you can stop me doing from what I do best. And I thought what the Lions do best is put pressure on the quarterbacks, right? But they were just too hesitant. They didn't go after him. You know, they were talking about we're going to squeeze the pocket. What the hell does that mean?
Even when they did, Lamar is Lamar.
Well, that's my thing. Like, I would have rather had him running all over the place than him just back there, man, patting that thing and just.
How did you become a 49ers fan in Mississippi?
So when I was little, you know, Jerry Rice played in Mississippi Valley, and I was a little kid watching Jerry Rice, and he was the best receiver I'd ever seen in my life. I was like, dude, you know, we all were Jerry Rice fans, everybody in the South.
Yeah.
And when we're watching the draft, because everybody was talking about, oh, Jerry's going to get drafted in the first round. And we're watching. As soon as he got drafted, I was like, my team forever.
Yeah. That's
we didn't have a team in Mississippi. The Saints.
I was a Saints fan until they got rid of Reggie because I was the same with Reggie growing up when he was in USC.
Dude, when I was a kid, you know what the Saints were known for?
Sucking.
Paper bags over their heads.
Yeah, the Aints.
They would show the fans on the news every night with paper bags.
I worked down there for a month. I lived in New Orleans for a month, but like I had to get used to like the lingo, and like they say baby all the time. Yeah. Well, I didn't know at first. And I was out there, I was doing like free phones, or whatever. And people were like, "What's up with those phones, baby?" And I'm like, because I'm in the hood after giving out free phones, I'm like, "What's up?" You know what you mean, baby? Yeah. Dwight Howard, what's up? Trying to just work.
That's funny.
Tell us about your meat.
Speaking of Dwight Howard, let me tell you about this meat. Fairway Packing Company. Hey, provided Michigan's finest hotels, restaurants, and casinos with prime beef, Wagyu beef, and dry aged beef. Experience the Fairway difference for yourself today. Visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods for grab and go steaks, or order online at fairwaypacking.com.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Like a $100,000 Vegas getaway, take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Syntron Energy. You can drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter for your chance to win at drinksyntron.com/Vegas and buy Syntron at your local Meijer store. It's Syntron, the healthier energy drink with great taste and the choice for people who desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. Go to drinksyntron.com/Vegas. Why wait?
What up, though? Welcome back to Redweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy. Join my guys from Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth, Lindsey Hunter in the house. I appreciate you joining us, man. Don't feel you don't have to stick around if you don't want to, man. We have to keep it. If you want to get going, I understand that too. Spinny, where'd you want to take this, man? We got football on the sheet. We got some more basketball on the sheet. What did you want to talk about? Your Red Wings. Your Red Wings play tonight.
Yeah, we can say that for later, though.
Okay.
But it's up to you. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I guess for me, go Pistons.
Okay.
little bit more Pistons because I want to know what's going on with James Wiseman. And as because I know
Bagley looked good when he got in the game.
Yeah,
Bagley looked good as hell when he got in the game.
He looked great.
But what? I guess why give it to Sadiq was a chemistry thing, and why make the investment? I mean, I'm not even like I don't even think Wiseman's like necessarily bad. I'm just confused by it all, really.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know. Maybe I haven't been around him enough yet to know, what their thinking is about him. If I'm looking at the kid like I thought he could help. Like, I would personally, I would like to see him start next to Durham.
Wiseman?
Stu, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And play him at the 4, because that's kind of what he is. He's really a 4.
Yeah.
He's not a center. But it's going to be interesting to see, man, because I can't see us just keeping him sitting over there. Like
that's the crazy part. I don't think he played at all last night.
No, he didn't get a minute.
Didn't like a single minute.
No.
And so you can't be in like a bad terms with a brand new coach. Like, that can't be it. It's like
no,
you're just lacking and can't. Chris, what are you about to say?
I think what it is I think that the word has been that he struggles to make the reads. He's showing that he has the physical tools, but he doesn't necessarily. He sees things a step slow, and I think Monty again is rewarding defense, and Wiseman has never been known for his defense. So I think that's why he's buried in the rotation at the start of the season. Now, that could change, but I don't like to look back on the Sadiq Bey trade too much either, because when I look at Sadiq Bey, I was watching him on League Pass last night against the Charlotte Hornets, and he was having turnovers. He was missing shots. Like, Sadiq Bey is an up-and-down player, and I think what Troy Weaver did was a calculated risk. He saw that Sadiq Bey, for chemistry reasons, just wasn't working out in Detroit and tried to get a swing on a depreciated asset and in hopes that he could rehab that image and then trade him for future assets or even extend him and keep him over Bagley. And that's why you saw him get a lot of minutes down the stretch of the season when the Pistons were tanking. So I think that's what it was. And to me, when I look at Sadiq Bey, it's not like Sadiq Bey is going crazy in Atlanta. So I look at this as a trade where, it might amount to nothing, but it really wasn't a big loss for the Pistons at the end of the day. And I think it's up to Wiseman to kind of earn his spot in the rotation, just like it's up to Ivy to earn his starting job back. Like, Monty has proven, one of the things Kool-Aid said was consistently that Monty wants to break all the egos and start from scratch, and nothing is promised, everything is earned here. And I think that's what it is for Wiseman, and so far he hasn't earned it, but it's only game 1 of 82. There's plenty of time.
I guess the one thing I know that Stu, it feels like Stu could offer over Wiseman right now, stretching the floor. I don't know that Wiseman was knocking down those shots that Stu was hitting last night, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think?
Well, just knowing his history, he could shoot the ball. It's unfortunate when you see young guys come into bad situations in the NBA. It's hard for them to recoup that time that they've lost. Like, he came into Golden State at a time where you weren't going to get the ball much.
Yeah.
And you were, top pick in the draft. But you're on a team with 2 of the best shooters in the history of the game. One of the best playmakers in Draymond. So your role was going to be totally different. And I don't care what anybody says, there's no big. Name me a big that went instantly, especially a young big. Name me a young big that went to Golden State that had a smooth transition their first year. You can't.
Nobody.
You can't, because it's hard to do. It's hard to go from being a primary post-up guy like he was in college, mid-post, rim runner, to being figuring out how to make passes and go screen for Steph every time. Or when you did catch it in the post, it was action away from you that you had to watch, because now Steph is coming back or Klay's coming back, and you got to make those passes. So Golden State's offense is totally different than anything he's ever been a part of.
Yeah.
It was really difficult for him to learn. So he struggled. Then he got hurt. Then he came back, and it was like,
we good.
Too far behind. Now Golden State is in, win now mode. We got to win now.
Yeah.
So they're making deals to try to get good enough to win now, which they still didn't do.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to regret trading Wiseman after all is said and done. because that was the guy I thought that could transition them to help Steph and Clay have a little more longevity.
Yeah.
And now they're searching. They don't have any bigs out there. And trust me, they're going to get tortured out there with the Joker, Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
They're not coming out. They're not going to make any noise over there unless Steph has a MVP-esque year.
Yeah.
To just get them to the playoffs. But winning something out there, everything goes through Denver.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And Joker's a bad motherfucker.
Joker's different. He's a unicorn, man. He's like a 7-foot Larry Bird.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
That's a great point putting it.
Did you see what he did to Anthony Davis the other night?
Yeah. But that's the crazy thing is that you can say what you want about Anthony Davis. Like offensively, I agree that he's declining, but defensively, he's got
awesome in the playoffs.
Joker makes him.
Yeah.
It makes him look like we're playing like backyard ball with my little brother.
Yeah. I can't wait to see Wemby versus Joker. When Wemby comes to like an NBA.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think they'll. Because I watched Pop how he played him last night. At one time, he had him out guarding Kyrie.
Yeah,
I saw that in the fourth quarter. Yeah,
they already got him on a fucking minute restriction. They put him in for 2 minutes and take him out. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I like these guys, but I'm trying to watch Wemby play a little bit.
They're gonna do a lot with Wemby. They're gonna put him on the weakest shooter and kind of let him roam and free safety on defense. Which is because he's literally one step away from everything. He's one step away from the rim. He's one step away from the.
He's a 7'5" small forward. That's how they were playing him
literally
yesterday.
But I wouldn't imagine that they would put him too, because Joker is gonna punish him. Joker's gonna put that shoulder right in the middle of that little stern and try to fold him over like he did, Anthony Davis. He makes the game look so easy, man. It's like
always makes the right decision.
Always, and it's just I love watching him play because I'm sitting there like, dude, it looks like he's not even out there sweating.
Yeah.
And he's giving you 30.
He doesn't even like basketball. That's what pisses me off. Like, he is one of the most talented humans playing the game I've ever seen, and he doesn't even like basketball. Like,
dude, they asked him. They was like, man, you know, what did you do this summer? He was like, it was short.
Yeah.
It's like my summer was short. I couldn't have fun.
Yeah.
My horses. I want to go ride my horses. But the dude is amazing, man. I love watching him play, dude.
Yeah, him versus Wemby, man. Francis never wanted to smoke with Serbia for a reason. Like, those motherfuckers are different.
We call him Spicy White.
Yeah, for sure.
Luka too. Do you think Troy? What do you make of Troy's tenure here in Detroit as GM? You think he's doing a good job?
Yeah, I think you look at the talent that he's acquired this year, especially. You can say, hey, he's done a decent job, but. You know what? In sports, man, what are you judged on?
Winning games.
Judged on wins, man. And here in Detroit, we're judged on, hey, you winning chips? What are you doing? Like, unfortunately, I think he's doing a great job. You got to win. Though you got to win. That's the whole premise of basketball and football and every sport. You have to win.
What is the timetable for a turnaround though? From like what he walked into, like.
Well, I'm always looking at, what did you acquire and how fast.
Context.
Yeah. How fast did you turn around? What moves did you make? Because everybody has a plan. You have a plan. You have a structured plan. This is what we plan to do. Along that plan, things happen that maybe. To give you an example, Joe Dumars had a plan to rebuild Detroit.
Yeah.
We acquired Chauncey. We get Rip. We draft Tayshaun.
Mm-hmm.
We get Ben. We got pieces to come around. Oh, we can trade for Sheed.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Do it.
Put it all together.
Yeah.
Boom. Now you go from possibly competing for one to, oh shit, we can win it.
Yeah.
That's where the Lions are at. We talk a little bit trade targets when we come back.
Let me tell you about Lady Jane's first, because you can come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays to join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Downtown Woodward Sports Bar has 13 TrackMan simulator certified structures and, most importantly, a full bar and restaurant. Compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic with 5 Irons Golf Leagues. Make sure you visit them at 5irongolf.com to tee up good times. Use promo code 10 for 30% off. I almost messed that one up. What up, welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live at woodsports.com. I'm your boy EC, joined my guy Spimo Rax, young Chris, JB Smooth. We got 2-time NBA champion Lindsey Hunter in the building. Lindsey, I gotta ask, I guess come trade deadline, and it's only one game in, and we talked about the surplus of guards. Yeah, obviously got Wiseman kind of just chilling there, doing nothing. I hope that changes, it certainly. But what guys do you expect to be on this roster post deadline? Obviously, Cade.
Well, you know, Cade's gonna be here.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind
of
far
be hard.
ahead. I apologize.
It's hard right now because it's so early, but you know. I guess I need to see more of how Monty's going to play. And then when everybody gets healthy, you know, because you got to think, Bogey is at the stage in his career where, man, I want to win, I want to get paid, you know, I want to do all those things.
Yeah.
So I think those things are going to matter. And just what direction, you know, who comes available.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, I'm not so sure, and I don't know what Philly's going to do, but I don't know if Philly's going to be the same team.
Yeah.
You know,
I think a lot of turmoil over there.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of potential trades to be made, and it's going to be interesting at the trade deadline. I think a lot of teams are going to change.
What's the ideal prototype that you'd like to fit next to Cade at that deadline? Like what type of player would you look for?
I want a shooter. I want somebody that can give him space.
Yeah.
You know, I think
it's all I've ever wanted next to Cade.
If he can play in space, he's tough. He's a tough cover, man. And that's the way the league has turned into pace and space, man. You watch the teams that, you know, kind of succeed or the teams that play well. You watch Denver. They got spacers around, you know, the Jokic. You know, Jokic is like a point center.
That's crazy.
You got shooters everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and he does what he does. He posts up and you help. He's firing that thing to shooters, and that's what this league is now. So you got to have guys that can space the floor, make shots. And the more you have out there with Cade, man, he's going to just be better and better, you know. And I just hope he can keep this pace up because I got him marked as an all-star. And if he can be an all-star, then to me, if he's an all-star, we make the playoffs.
Yeah. At least to play it.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Give yourself an opportunity.
Right.
Speaking of the trade deadline, obviously Detroit Lions, NFL, they got their trade deadline coming up. Do you think the Lions need to make a move to truly compete for that Super Bowl championship or even like the NFC against your 49ers? Or do you think they can stay put?
I mean, what moves can you really make that's going to impact that much?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do, you're going to have to give up a lot. Like you want to go get one of those edge rushers?
Yeah. I want Chase Young.
You're going to give up a lot for Chase.
I'm okay with it though. I mean, this
no,
is,
but see, and I agree with that approach because I'm an all-in type of guy. Like, if I'm trying to win a chip, hey, I'm gonna fall on my face, but I'm gonna damn sure go after it. Like,
that's what your Niners did. They traded for Trent Williams. They traded for Christian McCaffrey. They traded for Randy Gregory just recently. Like,
right. I mean, you gotta. To me, you gotta go all in if you're really trying to win. You go all in. You say, shit, we rolling the dice. Let's go after it. So that to get a guy like that, you're really like making a statement, I think. And we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't be mad at them if they didn't make any moves.
But they're at that point where they could do that, right? They can.
Yeah, they got
the foundation.
Yes. And you haven't spent a lot of money.
So the Niners do every year.
Yeah. The Eagles did it again too.
I guarantee the Niners are going to do it this year too. I guarantee.
Well, they already traded for Randy Gregory.
Yeah, but I guarantee they bring in somebody better than Randy Gregory.
Yes, of course.
They're going to bring in somebody.
But see, you can do that because think about this though. You can do that because Purdy is still making under $1 million.
That's why I'm Hendon Hooker. Yeah, but he's mobile.
Yeah, but he hadn't proven that he can.
But we didn't know Purdy could do it till he had to.
Hendon Hooker would have won the Heisman if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, most Heisman. I haven't seen most Heisman winners be that great in the NFL either.
The quarterback spot for sure.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know,
yeah.
Joe Burrow was the only. Didn't Joe Burrow win the Heisman?
Joe Burrow won the Heisman.
He's like one of the few that you go. Yeah. He's that guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I'm leery of those Heisman guys.
I guess for me personally, when I look at golf, and I guess I open the question to you is like, okay, what does he do better than any other quarterback, or even a Hendon Hooker, that I can't trust Hooker to do?
What's his elite trait?
Yeah, like what is he elite at that I can't expect out of anybody that? And I'm a good coach too, like Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, phenomenal coach. Same with Kyle Shanahan. Flip-flop, whoever's been at the quarterback position, he's always made them work. I have that type of confidence in this coaching staff, I guess.
So if you have that type of confidence, then that part should be a no-brainer. You're good with what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you can improve upon it, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be tripping because I think...
Because where we're at, we got to pay them now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different conversation.
Yeah, because you got Purdy on the rookie deal. You can afford these type of guys.
Right. Well, you know... he's gonna get $50 million, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Give me Hendon Hooker. He ain't getting $50 million.
I'm not giving him $50 million.
And he can run.
I'm not.
Okay, perfect example. Lamar, and no one's Lamar. I got to be honest with that one.
Right.
But watching that pocket close, Lamar just be like, all right, I'm gonna go over there and throw the ball. Like Hendon gives that to you. You know what I'm saying? If the pocket's closing down on Hendon, you saw Goff running in the Ravens game. He fumbled the ball. On top of
but Goff is easily a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah. But in the right system.
He's top 10 here. He was top 10 in with the Rams.
Not towards the end. I mean, they got rid of him for a reason.
Yeah, they just got.
That's like Jimmy G's top 10 with the Niners, but outside Kyle Shanahan.
Here's the thing. Golf. What year was that Golf went to the Super Bowl with the Rams?
2018.
What year was that for him in the NFL?
Like the fourth.
Was that his fourth?
Third or fourth?
I thought it was earlier than that.
Actually, it might have been his second.
Yeah.
Second or third.
He was young.
Yeah.
He was young. Like, that experience is invaluable for him. Like, he went through a war. He went through wars. He went through all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a guy you can win a Super Bowl with. And
2018 was his third year.
Third year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Like, because we've seen we've seen Mahomes work miracles with nothing. You can't get hung up on that because that's a once in a lifetime guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna get those.
That's why I'm not paying nobody $50 million unless your name's Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Like, I don't care who you are.
That's where I'm at.
But that's the market, though. Danny Dimes got 45.
Yeah, and look at the Giants. They
suck. That's what I'm saying.
And the Giants suck.
They got fooled.
Yeah, they got duped. I'm not trying to get duped.
But he's better than Danny Dimes.
Who?
Jared Goff.
Goff.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
He's better.
Yeah, he's.
But I'm not a by far. I think a lot of that has to do with coaching, man. Like we saw Goff here with Aaron Lynn. Anthony Lynn. I always do that.
Yeah.
How you did this time? And not good. Yeah, like we were ready to get his ass out of here. Throwing the ball away on fourth down. A fourth down, you're losing the ball the way. Take the shot. Confidence broken too. I get it. He got traded from shiny LA to Detroit and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know, man. When it comes to making an investment into that versus like Hendon just being on the rookie deal, having the good coaching, and then you're gonna be able to afford Same situation you got with Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? Excellent defensive lineman. Make those trades. I can afford send away a couple first-round picks for as long as I'm bringing valuable pieces back. Where versus like $50 million to golf, I'm watching just around the league, the teams that get this money, or quarterbacks that get that money, outside of the Patrick Mahomes, those teams are going to shit. The Giants. Even
the Browns.
All of them. Dak.
Yeah.
Dak,
Yeah.
this, you know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing, though. Like,
and we're losing Ben Johnson.
But here's the thing.
The Cardinals.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, the Browns.
They ruined the market for everybody.
But if their quarterback played, he sucks right now.
Yeah, he's terrible.
They're winning games with the backup.
That's my point. Like, their defense is
is
real.
Elite. Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer, like, outside of Mahomes, you don't have to have a super special elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I don't believe that.
Hey, who guys? Tom Brady.
Other than Tom Brady and Mahomes.
I gotta be honest with you, there is one guy that, like,
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
But that's my point.
Yeah.
Cheap deal.
Yeah, that's true.
I got this fun fact. There's not been a team to win a Super Bowl with a quarterback taking over 12% of their salary cap. The only three that done it: Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. I'm not want to get Goff's not in that elk though.
Yeah, but you look at the construction of those teams you just talked about. Look how they were. Look at the talent that they had around them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit, the Colts, when they won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, they were loaded. Shit, they were loaded.
Yeah.
Denver even more.
And when Peyton did it in Denver,
they were loaded.
Yeah.
That was one of the best Super Bowls.
The defense won that Super Bowl.
The first when he lost to the Seahawks, that was one of my favorite Super Bowls to watch. It was domination from the first snap.
Yeah, that was.
And I bet
The first snap went over Peyton's head.
Bro, wasn't it
I bet money I didn't even have in that game against my boys, big Peyton Manning fans. Like,
Yeah.
give me the seat. I was a big Richard Sherman fan.
Oh, yeah.
I love guys that talk the talk and walk the walk. That's
Yeah.
Richard Sherman for me.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go to break real fast. Lindsay, we appreciate you joining us, man. It's always a pleasure to have your knowledge.
Man.
He's gonna be on BDE tomorrow. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
it is. We got
Check
a
him
big
out.
package Friday coming for you guys. No Dwight, but let me tell you about Big Boy.
Nice.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over. Big Boy, it's burger time. Try the best cheeseburger or our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Craving chicken? Try the Dolly's chicken sandwich or turn up the heat with Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Upgrade your regular fries to chili cheese or loaded baked potato fries. Save room for dessert because they got the Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Satisfy your sweet tooth with some funnel cake fries. All of that and more at Big Boy.
Easy. Tell us about Feldman.
Feldman Chevrolet. If there's one in your backyard, all you gotta do is visit feldmanauto.com to find the closest one near you. They got 18 locations. They have the best car buying experience. It's called the Feldman Advantage. Catch Woodward Sports there live every other Monday at the Novi Chevrolet.
Okay.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays to join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Balls The perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance. Make sure you guys do it the best at Swiss Insurance. My guy Mark's got us covered here at Woodward Sports. It's Mark at SwissINS.com, or you contact him at 248-800-4177. Buongiorno.
Arrivederci.
Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy East Joe, my guy Spinmo Rax.
What up, though?
Sorry, I was watching that video you posted of John Fury. And that's not Tyson Fury, John Fury, the father. I'm a machine.
I'm a machine.
The legend of the Woodward Heavyweights. He's squaring up with Francis Ngannou.
Shirtless.
I love that guy. He's absolutely the man.
One of the best.
The Red Wings play tonight, Spinny.
Yep.
Who are they playing against?
They play the Jets.
Oh, that's a dub.
Yeah, it should be a dub. DeBrinket's a little under the weather. I think he's dealing with the flu.
Damn, that sucks because he's been on such a streak. I don't want him to break.
He missed practice yesterday, but he was at the morning skate today. He's more than likely going to play, so hopefully he goes out there, he nets another goal. You know, that power play has been nasty to watch, man. They have been elite with adding DeBrinket, adding Gostisbehere.
Nice.
Adding DeBrinket, adding Gostisbehere. Appreciate you, Lindsay. I'll see you tomorrow,
See you,
man.
Lindsay.
See you, Lindsay.
That play or that power play has been elite. It's been the best in the NHL. They have been the best line in the NHL so far. The first line of DeBrinket, Larkin, and Raymond. So it's impressive to watch. Hopefully he's good. It starts here in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go rush home, hit the gym real fast, and then hopefully make it back for the second period.
JB, can you look up the over/under on that one? The Red Wings tonight?
Yeah, I got you.
I'd shoot the over on every Red Wings game. The Red Wings have scored 4
Even
more
with DeBrinket
goals.
sick?
Yes. The Red Wings have scored 4 or more goals in every single game this season except for one, which was the season opener against the Devils, which are a Stanley Cup favorite this year. Their offense has been buzzing. They've scored 6 or more goals in 3 games already this season, and they didn't do that, or they only scored 6 or more goals 6 times all of last year.
Yeah, I'm only Wait, what?
Yeah.
They only scored 6 or more goals 6 times last year?
All of last year. And they've scored 6 or more goals 3 times already this season.
I only crack a smile because, just how good, even in a loss, Wednesday?
Yeah.
You still had the crossbar, miss from Raymond.
Yeah. In overtime.
And you still get the point.
Yeah. You got a point out of it.
Playoffs for sure. Right?
Mm-hmm. This is a playoff team for sure. And you know Stevie's going to do something at the deadline to bring somebody over here.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw him at the deadline last year. It's like, he sold. We lost that big game to, was it Montreal? Oh, it was Boston?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Boston whooped our ass.
Yeah.
Then Stevie shipped shit off. He's like, I'm not going to lose guys to the market. I can't do that. He's a smart GM. This season, they're still buzzing like this.
They're going to make a push. They're going to, if they're still like this around the deadline, he's going to bring somebody in. He's got the assets to do it.
Yeah.
And he's going to go out and get a star.
Are we allowed to discuss the name we speculated in the back?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about it.
Joey V?
Joey V is a guy that's looking like a prime candidate to net a star.
Is it because of the contract?
It's because he's young. He's shown he can do a lot, especially this year. he's shown he can do something with when he's got some good talent.
I feel like T.I.
on his team. He's shown he can do something. Expeditiously. He has been playing well. He's a young center, so you put Joey V and a prospect or two together, and you can get yourself a serious star.
It's 6.5.
What kind of star are we talking about? Like who should I start watching?
It depends, man. It depends. Obviously, there's still a lot to be done, but and a lot.
What kind of star do you want?
I want another goal scorer.
What position?
I want another goal scorer, another forward.
Is that the style of the offense? I mean, I thought Stevie likes more just big guys.
Yeah, I mean, but no,
with some skill set.
Everybody likes everybody. They can score goals. You can score goals. You can score goals.
I guess DeBrinket's not big.
I want another elite goal scorer to make not only the power play that much better, but those first 2 lines to be just as deadly.
Who could you see hitting the market?
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have to. It's way too early. I don't know who's gonna be selling. I don't know who's gonna be available.
Is there a name last year that was getting floated around?
Eric Carlson was the big name. He's a defenseman, but he's also
Older.
he's a goal scorer. He scores 100 points a lot. He scored 100 points 4 times in his career as a defenseman. So that was the big name thrown around last year. There's gonna be some guys. There's gonna be some guys that get sold off, and you never know who takes a tumble on the season. If it is, there's going to be guys out there that'll be available.
JB, you had that over under? I apologize.
Yeah, it's 6.5.
I'll take it. I'll take the over.
Even the sick DeBrinket.
Yes.
Against the Jets, yeah.
I think the Red Wings score 5 tonight.
Yeah, and empty netter tonight for sure, too.
But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you all tapping in to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review for Easy, for Chris, for JB, for Lindsay. I am Spencer. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace and go Wings.